On the day I was promoted, I secretly gloated and reveled in my newfound glee. As the next new president, I became the resident of a big office belonging to me. In a strange paradox, while bringing in my box, I was confronted by my new ex-boss. Trying not to stumble, with words sounding humble, I grieved at his terrible loss. You leave mighty big shoes, but would you have any clues how I'd carry out your dream? So excited was I with an eye on his pie when he stupidly fell prey to my scheme. I've tried doing my best, anticipating a request to leave you some meager advice. If you're ever on a ledge, it will give you an edge to avoid the political dice. You never got it from me, as he handed the key, locking the lower desk drawer. There are 3 envelopes addressing your hopes. Then quietly he left by the door. I forged ahead in my zeal with a license to steal, enjoying my new-found wealth. With power from a geyser, none was the wiser. I'd obtained my position through stealth. Progressing through the year, it became rather clear dissension was growing in the ranks. Trouble kept brewing, employees were stewing, and crosshairs appeared on my flanks. For hours I fretted and pondered and sweated. As the president, I was paying my dues. Beleaguered and pestered in my office, sequestered, and then I remembered my clues. With a dim ray of hope, that first envelope emboldened me as the successor. As I diligently read, the note simply said, "Blame everything on your predecessor." My problems so tragic evaporated by magic. Once more I was back up to speed. As commander-in-chief and free of my grief, I was running like a thoroughbred steed. As a harmless little joke became a whisper of smoke, the spark in the kindling ignited. In the frenzy that followed, I nearly got swallowed by sharks that were getting excited. Both marketing and sales were like killer whales. My enemies threw me in the pool. In the melee that ensued, I was the fruit, but my mama didn't raise any fool. Later that night, in subdued office light, I delved into that lower desk drawer. The inscription so dear made perfectly clear the solution to even the score. Ending my sorrow, I couldn't wait for tomorrow. It caused me to giggle and laugh, for the message that I read went right to my head. Fire subordinates and restaff. Once more I was king with power to sling, respected and feared by my peers. I was totally on fire like a high-voltage wire, and I threw out those bums on their rears. Along with my fame, I gained national acclaim. Magazines had my picture on the cover. As things went along, I could do nothing wrong. I even had more than one lover. Just a bit later, there appeared another crater, even bigger than the ones in the past. It seems my fling with Sally touched off a rally, and momentum was building fast. The dumb-ass broad with a body for a god was complaining because she got laid. Like a ghost that was haunted, the IRS, undaunted, alleged my taxes weren't paid. There was way too much scrutiny for a little mutiny, but nothing I couldn't handle. Simply ferret out the mole, a little damage control, and bribe to pay off a scandal. A little sex appeal helps with any ordeal. I didn't have a care in the world. For the really big stuff, an ace in my cuff. A third envelope I had squirreled. Now to vanquish my rival, reclaim survival, the target of many rifle scopes. As I slid out my last clue, It was over, I knew. Prepare 3 envelopes.